No, you are very, very
Huh? Are we now patched on to Director General Koens?
I am certainly there, and I can hear you. And I can hear you.
We're patching on to Director General Koens here. A very good morning to you, sir, from
Thank you very much.
Shillong. Are we able to hear?
You tell me when I can speak. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear. Now I request you, sir, DG Koens, Mr. Koens, to please deliver the welcome address.
Well, thank you very much, Honourable State Minister and distinguished guests. I'm really happy to be there with you today, even if it's virtual. I regret it. I also would have wanted to be there with the lighting of the lamp ceremony, but in any case, things are what they are, and so I'm really glad to be here in virtual format. And I really want to thank the Ministry of External Affairs, Asian Confluence, and the Center for European Policy Studies in particular for making this event happen. And I think, honestly, it is a token of the depth and the importance of this relationship between the EU and India. It has become increasingly important with top-level engagement at the very highest level of your country, of my institution, a strong shared commitment on multilateralism, on global challenges, and I think overall very, very fruitful, respectful and constructive exchanges. We're working together on deepening our agenda on trade, on investment protection. We have between the EU and India a Trade and Technology Council, which we only have with one other country, the United States of America. So it gives you, I think, a gist of how attached we are, how much importance we attach to this deep partnership between Europe and India. And I think as part of that broad agenda, we are very keen to contribute to that as well. We've moved on our side a lot from what used to be a traditional agenda of development cooperation to a real agenda of partnerships. And as some of you may know, my commissioner's title and my DG is no longer called development cooperation. We are the DG for international partnerships, and it's a symbol, but it's an important one. It is these days really about honest and real partnerships, and that's what we are very happy to design and to roll out with you. I mean, from the EU-India roadmap 2025, the connectivity partnership, to a really ambitious agenda, which we are rolling out together in India, but also regionally and internationally. And for us, a lot of what we do these days is labeled by, a brand which we will increasingly use, which is called Global Gateway, delivered by Team Europe. And it is about basically mobilizing in order to provide investments in smart, clean, secure connectivity in those areas that are so important for the future of our economies and our societies: digital, transport, energy, and a broad set of climate-relevant sectors, plus, of course, the brains being education, research, and then health networks. And it's ultimately about basically strengthening the resilience that we are all looking for against the fragilities that we see popping up these days in global supply chains and so on and so on. We want to support Global Gateway with a real 360-degree approach. So it's not just about hard infrastructure investments. It comes with the whole software around it, enabling frameworks, capacity building, technical assistance, skills, innovation, technology transfer, and so on. So it's a very broad 360-degree package, and it is brought and carried by Team Europe. So it's not just the EU, it's our member states, it's our development finance institutions, it's our private sector, and that working in full convergence with our partners. And when I look at India's Act East or your neighborhood first policies, I mean, I think that the overlap, the dovetailing, the convergence and the synergy with Global Gateway is obvious. And so the conference you are having is really a great opportunity to look at that and to showcase and discuss some of the things we're doing on better connectivity. I think if I look at Northeast India, I mean, hugely diverse, so connectivity will really bring transformative change and also drive regional integration. And if you bear with me, I would just want to highlight a few things. First of all, on the regional integration agenda, where we've already started working, and notably together on this kind of regional electricity market in South Asia, between India, Nepal, Bhutan, and Bangladesh in particular, looking at how we can improve cross-border energy trading, unlocking also the enormous renewable energy potential in the region, increasing energy security, and stimulating investment. That's one example. It's the whole energy business in South Asia. We're also looking already at what can be done in terms of transport. I mean, there's the Danish company Maersk that has been running successful trials on 4 inland waterways to use Bangladeshi ports as transit points to and from East India. So this is another example of how our mobilization under a global gateway label can boost the kind of regional integration. And we're very keen to discuss this further with you to see what are priorities on which we could jointly work together. There's also, of course, a purely Indian angle to it, and we've been boosting a number of flagships, and I'm really very happy actually that I mean, with yesterday's decision that was taken for the approval of the Cities 2.0 program, which really marks the start of a new phase of Cities. Cities, which is a flagship program on smart cities, which we are really proud on. It's already being rolled out across 12 cities in India. And it's very different in nature. In Tripura, we're looking at riverfront infrastructure to support urban mobility along the Haora River in Agartal. Or if you look at Karnataka, where we're providing support to a network of green mobility corridors in Hubali. Or if you look at Kerala in the city of Kochi, where we're upgrading IT infrastructure to support 32 hospitals that we're upgrading. Or another example, I mean, in the city of Amritsar in Punjab, where we're supporting a sustainable mobility project to promote the use of electric autos for last mile connectivity. I mean, it just gives you an example of how under this cities program, we are together doing a number of things that I think are really useful, modern, and transformative. And so with the decision taken yesterday for the approval of the 2.0 cities, we will add 15 more cities to it. So we're really keen that we have this. There are other examples. I mean, Asia Connect program, which has been supporting digital infrastructure and promoting research collaboration with India's national knowledge network. We have a whole number of things that are being done together with the European Investment Bank on transport connectivity, on renewable energy. I mean, the EIB has a portfolio of around 5 billion already, and is looking at building further on this one with an extra 1 billion euros, notably on green hydrogen development. So I think that if you look at what we're already building together, both on a regional angle and within India itself, it gives you an idea of the depth and the breadth of our partnership. Of course, we're looking to do even more, working with regional actors like BBIN or BIMSTEC which would allow us to extend further our cooperation. We're looking obviously at CDRI, the Coalition for Development Resilient, Disaster Resilient Infrastructure, which we know well and which we know is very dear to your heart. We like it a lot as well, and we want to further work with that. We're looking at the International Solar Alliance for twinning initiatives. And today, I think you will also hear the preliminary results of a mapping study that we've commissioned on other potential opportunities. So I think we've got a broad agenda. It's an exciting one. It's an important one, and more importantly, it's really done in full partnership with you, as it should be these days. So really, thank you very much for having me, and wishing you really productive deliberations during the conference. And thank you once again to all of you for organizing it and for having me virtually. Thank you. Back to you.